Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings with me, Michael Jex, the tea drinking author, who's currently at home on a dark winter's evening without a cup of tea, but I'll survive. It's been a funny beginning of the year. I'm very far behind on work, so I'm trying to catch up quickly. That means I haven't been as able to fiddle around looking at different pens and so on. I am going, though, I think, to be talking a bit more about pens I have used and what I still like. And that means quite a lot of Conway Stewart pens, quite a lot of Pineda pens and Visconti pens. In particular the Homo sapiens, because I just love them. But today is Tuesday the 6th of January. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 7th, I'm going to be out all day, and it struck me I really ought to get moving on something. So I thought I'd talk about something that is well off the beaten track. It is something that arrived in the post just before Christmas, in a nice metal container. Mech wallet. Now, I am a committed user of wallets because I don't like the thought of all of my banking details and everything being held on the internet or on a phone that could be stolen and potentially hacked. So the idea of a wallet is always appealing, but I must admit this arrived and I thought, ye gods, that's enormous. There's no way that's going to fit in any of my pockets. To put it into perspective, that's how big my phone is. Considerably smaller. But, well, you know, you're sent these things, you've got to look at them, so I realised this was just a nice box. And I opened it up, and trying to give you the full wonderful impact here, and inside was a little brochure, Mech wallet usage guidelines, applicable to all models. In situations where your palms are sweaty or the mechanism gets stuck, you can try pushing from the side to open it. Well, there you go. And on this side it says money clip installation. Money clip installation. Well, here you have the Mech wallet and a money clip installation device thing. But let's look at the wallet itself first. This is it. It's from a firm called PunCube, and this is the model 8807 made out of aluminium. And it is a simple wallet. Now this one is made with 3 sets of magnets. So there's third set, middle set, bottom set, and it locks in each place. And I cannot describe just how wonderfully fiddly this thing is, because you can fiddle with it to your heart's content. It'd probably drive people nuts in your office just listening to that all day, every day. But as a fiddling device, it's wonderful. Does it take lots of credit cards? Well, yes it does. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 credit cards and 1 business card. And then all you do is slide it up from the bottom and you can access all of them. Slide it up once, let it fall back, and they stay up. There's a certain amount of friction in there, which is very effective. Now, there are lots of little wallets similar size to this, where you've got a little thing at the bottom which you flick and it pushes all the credit cards up at the top. This, I must admit, apart from anything else, it's a lot quieter when you've filled it with cards. And this is only one of 3 variants. The other 2 use a sort of ball bearing system instead of magnets. So it's a much smoother push up, which I think wouldn't be as satisfying. I think also it'd be a little more difficult to use because the sides are absolutely flat. This, the one they call Ripples, has these lovely sort of, well, it's like ripples in the water, waves sort of effect, which works quite nicely. When you've got dry hands, you just push it up. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not ideal if you've got any weakness in your fingers, because on the back it's absolutely smooth, so your fingers do sort of just slide over it. But the company has this brilliant scheme for addressing all of that kind of thing. So for example, in here there is a money clip. Now, you will have seen money clips all over the place, and the great thing is you can just shove a load of notes in there and it's very handy. This, I find, works really well as a money clip stroke belt clip or pocket clip. But what's amazing is, look, no drill holes for screws, no screw holes. So how does this attach to this? And the thing is, what you do is you take off the sticky bit of plastic on the back, and all of a sudden you have this lovely smooth surface, and then you can just plonk it wherever you want on your wallet, and it gives you something to hold on to when you're pushing up your credit cards, which is very handy, believe me, because I have old hands, being a mid-60s old fart. Having that extra little bit of grip makes it a lot easier. But you're thinking, of course, yeah, but you've stuck that damn thing on it. Now what are you going to do? It's stuck there forever, isn't it? And I might have other uses for this wallet. Well, there are other things you can use. So for example, I have here a little magnetic box. So what is there in this little box? Well, it's not a box, it's an envelope. Let me pull it free. Here you have the perfect MagSafe type of thing. Here's my phone, it has a MagSafe back. This clips straight onto it. Ah, but of course I've now got a money clip on the back of this. What do I do? Well, what I do is, very carefully, prise it off, because the glue that they use on these things is some kind of magical nano glue that can keep being reused. All you do is you take it off, you put that bit of wax paper on the back again, and with your MagSafe magnet bit you pull off that bit of magic paper, you get your wallet, stick it as accurately as you possibly can, and all of a sudden, when I pull it off, it brings off the magnet with the wallet, and it sticks to my phone as robustly as you could possibly hope. And it also means that now I can use the phone as a backing section, which makes it, again, easier to get the cards out. Well, I've got to admit, when I started a YouTube channel talking about pens, papers, inks, all these exciting things, I never thought that one day I could be extolling the virtues of a wallet whose main use is just to store credit cards. But look at that, even with the MagSafe magnet on the back of it, it's an incredibly slim little device. It's really rather wonderful. How fat is it? Well, just as an approximation, because I don't think it needs more than that, it's exactly 1 centimetre fat with the MagSafe glue-on bit. and that itself is just over 2mm thick, so it's 0.8mm, I would say, is the thickness of the wallet itself. That's what it looks like, yes. But the thing that gets me is, whatever I want to do, I can pull off the MagSafe magnet and return to my clever little money clip if I want, and vice versa, because these things are ridiculously and curiously secure. Just trying to find the bit of... I left it in the box. So that's what I was talking about when I said that you had this instruction manual, because money clip installation, it says peel off the sticker, stick it to the back of the wallet. Nano gel is reusable, keep it clean for the best results. When you need to remove it, push it sideways to separate it from the Mech wallet. Avoid pulling the clip upwards with excessive force, but then you can just rinse it under water to clean it, put it away with the protective plastic again, and you can carry on using it for ages, which I find quite astonishing. So as I say, this is not what I expected to be talking about when I started YouTube videos, but as it stands right now, I'm in the interesting position of setting up a new podcast for aspiring writers, which I am creating with my friend Martin Edwards. Hopefully that will go live in the very near future. I'm writing a book. I've got to finish this before the end of February, and apart from that, life is pretty busy and hectic with a number of other things. I've just been nominated as being the diary secretary, the bag man for my local Morris dancing side. Whoever thought I would be good in charge of admin doesn't know me very well. But in the meantime, there's a new book coming out very soon, which is Treaty of Blood. That'll be coming out at the back end of February, early March. And then there's going to be other books coming out through the year. It's just going to be rather a wonderful year, I think, in terms of publishing. Last year was hellishly busy. This year should be considerably less so. And so if you want to support the channel, best way to keep it going is to like it, subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, join my Patreon if you want to, and then you, for a minimal fee, get a weekly update from me. If you're really keen, you can buy me a coffee, and all of those other good things, you know, they're all listed down the bottom of the video anyway. But also, if you've got any other specific things that you would like me to talk about, last week I was talking about Devon and the countryside. I'm going to be thinking of more videos to do on that level as well. But if you've got any other areas of interest, please let me know and I'd be delighted to talk them through. Apart from that, thanks a lot for watching, take care of yourselves, and see you in a week.